Because the richer and the more abundant you think, the richer and more abundant your life will become. Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. This video is so exciting to me because I wanted to just do a girl chat about living luxury on an affordable budget. I am in the process of minimizing the cost of living in certain aspects of my life, but also maximizing my experiences and still feeling like my money is going in a place that actually builds up my lifestyle in a better way. I have become a little bit more conscious of my spending habits the older I have become. I am able to really live how I want based off of the career that I have, and I've been very blessed to essentially be able to work and also have a lot of passive income and be able to build up my life the way that I've always dreamed. But to be honest, if I'm being candid and open, I have not always been super money conscious, and I was someone who really was not tapping into quiet luxury. I was not tapping into a place where my money was going towards investment and my future and actually maximizing my life. It was just kind of spent frivolously on like crazy food and DoorDash and expensive shoes and bags and everything I still do really love. But I have wanted to just expand my entire life in a way where I am living more intentionally, more beautifully, and the aesthetic is genuine to my individuality. There is something so beautiful about truly finding yourself, finding what works for you, finding your style, finding your taste, and then kind of just expanding off of that. And the older I become, the more I get to know myself, the more that I start to realize, okay, certain things that I had did in the past were not really my thing. And now we're really tapping into what works for me. So I'm going to give you guys some pro tips, some ideas, some advice on how to live more luxurious, things that I am personally doing, because it's really just a personal journey that I'm sharing with you guys, and how to do it without overspending and not being money conscious. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people struggle with the idea that they can have nice things and a nice life and a beautiful life, even if they are not at the point in their life that they want to be at. I have really spent a lot of time thinking, and there was a time period in my life where I was not successful and I wasn't necessarily doing well. And then I wore it on my face, on my body, on my outfits, the way that I carried myself, because I felt like I didn't deserve nice things because I didn't make it yet. And that is not how life works. We should all be striving for intentional, beautiful living, even if it means us being professional finessers and finding ways to do it on a budget. So I'm here to kind of share that with you guys on how to tap into your luxurious side, live more beautifully and intentionally, have lavish qualities, and just be an overall happier person because you are just really doing things that make you feel special, and it really caters to your self-care and well-being. If you like these videos from me, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram, and hopefully we can all get our ish together and just start being more beautiful from the inside out, and how to just romanticize, that's really the word, romanticize your life in the best way. So let's get into it. All right, let's talk about free stuff first. I don't even want to talk about affordable things yet. Let's just talk about free things, right? So when I was really brainstorming how I can expand my life in a more luxurious way and romanticize it and create special experiences, I thought, okay, how can I do this at a low cost? Well, you can go to high-end parks and gardens where they are normally very much free or affordable. A lot of them are free. And you can create a picnic setup. You can sit outside, bring a wine, bring a cheese, read a book, or you can just go for a walk and just experience nature in a beautiful way. Now, let's not sit around and act like going to parks and gardens are not a beautiful way of living. I don't know if you guys have ever even experienced like a tranquil walk, but when I tell you, it creates the most amazing experience for me personally. Every time I go for a walk, I try to find a place that has beautiful sights. I have a park that I love to go to recently that has a waterfall, that has beautiful gardens, that has a lot of trees and landscape, and it is just so beautiful. And there is something so special about having high quality experiences for low prices, essentially, or no price, which essentially going to a garden walk or a nature walk or anything of that sort is literally essentially free. A lot of you guys are spending a lot of time in a cubicle or in an office, or you're working really hard and you're not really mapping out time for yourself. And having an experience like this could really actually change your life. And I'll tell you why. One, you're gonna start being more creative because you're in a space where your mind is able to really just focus on things, think about things, organize itself. There's something very healing about nature in itself, and you're able to really just do something for you. When you start prioritizing yourself, which to me is a luxury in itself, right? Like when I think about how to start living luxurious, I think about priority number one, which is me. And then I think about how can I do that with the lifestyle that I already have, and how can I fit that in? And a way to do that is high-end, high luxury experiences, low cost. Find things near you. You can do a beach walk. You can walk along the beach at night during sunset. That is free. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It allows you to be creative and just inspired. There's nothing better than just feeling inspired and excited about life. Look it up near you. So wherever you live in the world, look up, nature walks by my home or different experiences. Even like a museum is free a lot of the times. That's a high-end experience where you can even take pictures or really just experience some art and some information and education, and you're not really paying a lot of money. So this is a way to do luxury things at a low cost, at a no cost. I want to talk about food because I asked you guys on Instagram what was something that you spend endless money on that you kind of want to curb that spending habit and become better. And majority of you guys said that you spend a lot of money on food, going out to eat or ordering DoorDash or just spending a lot of money on food in general. And I thought to myself, okay, how can we have a luxurious food experience at a low cost? Well, obviously cooking is a way to do that. And I think that it's all about planning your meals in advance. So for me personally, I have always gravitated towards specific types of cuisine that is, to me, luxurious. So I like Italian cuisine and Mediterranean diet cuisine. So I think what is so luxurious to me is like a tomato and olive oil situation with the balsamic drizzle, a mozzarella cut, a little bit of basil, and you're good to go. Or you can do like a pasta salad or a cucumber salad or an orzo salad. You can even just do a regular salad. You can create like a delicious pasta dish with, like I love that one from TikTok where it's like the feta with the tomato. I made that for the first time the other day and it was just such a romantic vibe. Like the sun was setting and I put the feta in the oven with the olive oil and the tomatoes. It comes out, the tomatoes are nice and like charred and like bubbly, and then I put the pasta in and it was a very delicious high-end dish at a low cost. It's time for you guys to start expanding your palate and expanding your cooking abilities. And let's just say you're not a big cook. There are definitely ways to create a fancier way of eating without having to be a slave in the kitchen. So of course you can do like cute little turkey roll-ups if that's what you like to eat, and make what you eat beautiful. You can even get nice dinner sets so that what you eat on looks better. I am just in the business of wanting to romanticize every little aspect of my life in areas where maybe I would spend too much money or I wouldn't enjoy it as much. Those are two things that I have been focusing on, just kind of creating a better life for. So I love to cook. It's not something that I've ever disliked doing, but I will say that I have always loved eating out and experiencing new food and ordering food. So now what I'm trying to do is just create more dishes and doing it at a low cost. Grocery shopping will always be more affordable than eating out daily. A lot of you guys are ordering DoorDash for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, for a snack, for a coffee, and you have to just kind of be like, okay, let's just cut it in half and let's figure out a way to do this from home. Okay, let's talk about luxury mindset and being in the art of receiving. So I have always struggled with receiving. I don't know what it is, but I was in a hyper independent state for a really long time. I watched my parents be very hyper independent. I've never seen my parents ask for anything from other people, and it was something that I almost felt like was ingrained in me, right? I'm like, okay, am I supposed to also just like kind of do everything on my own? Like I just didn't really know. The older I get and the more that I welcome different experiences into my life, I am in a mindset of receiving and welcoming in different energies into my life that are positive and just something that I can benefit from, whether it's learning something, whether it's experiencing something, whether it's making a new friend or a networking situation. And I'm telling you, you want to create an abundant mindset. So, like for me, I feel like there was a year, I don't know what year it was, that I was a little bit unapproachable. I don't really know why. I think I was just kind of very like stone face, like very like bad bitch face, where it was like, don't approach me, don't speak to me. I wasn't really in that art of receiving. And I do believe that when you align yourself with certain values, you do get it more. So I think that because that wasn't even on the forefront of my brain, it was something that wasn't a part of my life. Now that I am in like a more abundant mindset, I'm vibrating higher and I am in the art of receiving, I keep meeting people that I am receiving from. So every time I go out, whether it's to a coffee shop or to the gym and I'm sitting in the lounge, or I go out to dinner with a friend or the bar, I am constantly meeting people who are giving me wonderful experiences. So this is to say that I really want you guys to start vibrating higher and kind of going into life with a more abundant mindset and aligning yourself with people that are like that. It's okay to not be in the best place in your life right now. I think you automatically feel like, and it could be like imposter syndrome or something, where you feel like you don't deserve to have good things or amazing experiences if you cannot afford them yourself or you cannot do them as easily. But that is not true. A lot of the times people are in the process of building their lives while also meeting wonderful people that they can take information from. There's a lot of people that I've met along my journey to success that have helped me in minor and big ways. And I want you guys to start welcoming that as well. Whether it's somebody who creates websites for a living and he's sitting next to you at the bar and he finds you pretty and maybe you need a website built, you can ask him for some pointers, help. Maybe he'll even create it for you. Or you maybe are sitting next to someone and they're like a tennis coach and you say, oh my God, I would love to play tennis. I've been wanting to do that because to me, tennis is a luxury sport. And I think that having hobbies that are based in activity is very luxurious. So like to me, this is like my dream scenario, right? And you're sitting next to a tennis coach and you say that to them and they go, well, I would love to, come out with you and, show you a few things and give you a couple free lessons. Boom, there you go. You got an experience for free. Do you see how when you vibrate at a certain level, certain things happen for you? Especially if you're a beautiful woman who's inviting and wonderful and sweet and kind and you're open. These are all qualities of a person who is luxurious, who is open to things. Because to me, when I think of a luxury person, I think of someone who is receptive, who is willing to learn, who is confident, even if it's just like quiet confidence, who is kind and nurturing and friendly. And that is a great way to kind of also meet people who have something to give. Do you know what I mean? I'm just telling you guys to start welcoming in some richer, abundant thoughts, because the richer and the more abundant you think, the richer and more abundant your life will become. I believe in it, baby. The power of manifestation, spirituality, and God. They will all make it happen for you. You really don't have to do much. You just need to be open and willing, and suddenly things will happen for you. I am so sick of people always in this like hustling mindset where they feel like everybody has to get everything on their own in the hard way. No, baby. Work smarter, not harder. I'm not going to sit here and knock hard work because I really do admire it. And I have worked very hard on many things in my life. But I am also in a place in my life now where I feel like there are certain things that I do not need to work hard for and pay top dollar for. And you can create wonderful experiences for yourself at affordable prices or even for nothing with the certain connections that you make. Okay, let's talk about luxury wardrobe and just kind of updating your fashion. Because I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Like, I'm the queen of tacky. I always was. And I'm just at the place in my life now where I'm starting to find my style more and more and what I think looks flattering on my body. I'm definitely not into like that like blazer, slack look. Like that's just not me. It will never really work for my look, but I'm definitely tapping more into a capsule style wardrobe, which essentially just means like you have a few articles of clothing that you interchange with different pants slash shirts, and you can, pair different bracelets and necklaces and earrings with, and bags and shoes, and it creates multiple different outfits, but it also looks professional and beautiful and luxurious and just pretty. We want to look pretty and we look like we care about our clothes. There are so many different things. You just need to find what works for your body. Go on Pinterest, get some inspiration. I am not a fashion icon by any means, but I am working on my clothing, and I have found that the less I try, the better I look. Like, I can wear a jean short, a bodysuit, and a pretty heel and a small bag. My hair is wavy and pretty, and my makeup is light, and I look better than when I went above and beyond. Like, I have just found that is what looks good on me, is when you try a little bit less hard and you're just doing what works and flatters your body. When it comes to like being luxurious fashion wise, it's really just about finessing your clothing to your shape, your body, and finding different pieces that are able to be worn different ways. I love the idea of a bodysuit. They can be worn in so many different areas. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. I love, jeans, really good quality jeans. You can get them on sale. You don't have to shop them full price. I like a strappy black heel. These are all things that you can get that will elevate your wardrobe without you having to break the bank. Zara, ASOS, Shein. I'm not really a big person that shops on there, but I'm giving it because I know it's an affordable price, and I know that there are some probably decent pieces, definitely not quality pieces, but decent pieces on there. There's Amazon clothing or Amazon fashion. There's some stuff on Revolve. I shop on Revolve, but I know Revolve is a little bit on the pricier side. So I would say stick to Zara and ASOS. They're pretty affordable, pretty little thing as well. It's pretty cute. And just finding certain things that work for you and make you look pretty. Oh, H&M is also really nice too. H&M. Yeah. But so to just kind of elevate your wardrobe and look more luxurious is about finding what looks good on your body, pressing out your clothes. You want to press your clothes out. You want your clothes to look nice and hugging to the body and look beautiful. And again, even that, and then down to like fragrances, we can talk about that as well. I definitely think, you can find dupes for a lot of favorite fragrances. You don't have to break the bank and buy like Baccarat, Rouge, 540. You can get like the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. I would say though, something that is a pro tip for living luxurious but also affordable is investing in quality pieces that last you a long time. I think it's important to note that quality over quantity is super important. I mean, this is coming from a girl that collects stuff in the back. Do not mind me, but it's true. Like, there are certain things that I grab more for and that I enjoy more and that work. You want things that work. So investing in quality so that you do not have to spend as much in the future. Like, I know that a lot of you that do not, spend a lot or don't have a lot to spend, but let's just be real. You were probably spending $100 a week or even more on food when that could have been saved and went towards like a luxurious fragrance or a nice outfit that you can wear multiple times over, DoorDash, where you could have, went to the grocery store and gotten the same, meal stuff for a way cheaper price. So it's really just about managing your money and prioritizing certain things for yourself that work so that you can have a more beautiful, intentional life and a lavish life at that. You do not have to be rich to live lavishly. You just need to prioritize and plan out and budget out certain things for yourself to create the aesthetic and the dream and the ambiance that you're looking for with yourself. Okay, so I want to talk about elevating your home, your apartment, or honestly your room. Let's say you live in your parents' house, you have a bedroom, and how to just kind of create that space. So I'm a big believer in creating a beautiful space for yourself. I am in the process of planning that out currently for my home. I told myself that I was not going to rush the process of furnishing this house. When I moved into my last apartment, I actually purchased things for the apartment before I even moved into it. And I remember being like, that was a little ridiculous. Like, I mean, it was the reason why I had really done it was because there was such a delay on shipping for furniture that I'm like, okay, I have to get on it. But if I'm being honest, I really was rushing the process in general because I wanted everything at once. And now, to me, proper planning needs to go into things like a home and how I want my space to really honestly look. So I haven't really bought anything for this house yet, but I'm finally starting to think of things in a way that I'm trying to do it affordably, but also tailored to my personal taste and what to me looks luxurious is vintage shopping. shopping small businesses. So there's like a lot of small businesses on Etsy, and you can even find them within your local area where you can go to cute little shops where they make, you know, vases and vessels, and they create like little cute bowls. Like I saw this small business on Etsy that creates like these marble bowls for decorative pieces in your home. And if you know me, you know I love marble. I could literally be buried in a marble casket. It would be the best day of my life, or death, whatever you want to call it. And I just love certain pieces. And for me, what really elevates your space is creating it to your particular taste. Like I think a lot of people, when they think of luxury, they think of like, oh, minimal aesthetic. Like that is not true. Minimal aesthetic is an aesthetic. It's not a luxury. It's not like you're living better and more luxurious than someone else because you're minimal. That is just your personal taste and preference. What I think creates a luxury space is proper organization and planning around your individuality and making it look the most elevated and opulent as possible. So for me, like buying this cabinet was an investment piece into my life because I find that this cabinet is timeless. And to me, timeless is like beauty, it's luxury, and it's lavish because it can go into multiple different eras and still hold up the test of time, because that is a French style cabinet and I do find it very beautiful. So I really think that just kind of creating a space around your aesthetic, your dream, your idea of luxury and lavish is important. There is nothing worse than a girl who owns 500 Chanel bags and shoes and has zero furniture in her home or apartment. I think it's time to really start making your space a sanctuary for yourself and something more tranquil and a place that you can consider a safety net for yourself. I just love the idea of making something individual. So it's time to brainstorm that. Zara home, H&M home, Etsy. You can even find pieces in the streets. I was driving the other day and there was a piano in the streets. And I'm thinking, God, if I had a man to come pick that up for me right now, I would have him bring it into my house. I would get it tuned and I would get it professionally painted because it was a perfectly good conditioned piano. People put things to the street all the time, dressers and pianos, like I just said, mirrors. People put their junk to the street that you can actually refurbish and make new and make beautiful. You have to watch DIY stuff. There's stuff on Pinterest on how to make things look from old to new. You can do this at an affordable price. You can do this for a barely any cost at all. You just have to be creative and open and looking for a way to make it yours. I want you guys to all know that it is something that we can all do, living more luxurious. It's not something that is designed only strictly for the rich or for the famous or for the special. It is a mindset shift. A great way to really shift your mindset into being a more luxurious person is, like I said, being abundant and being in the art of receiving and having an open mind and being someone who is creative. And individuality is important in this whole thing as well, because everyone's version of luxury is different. And I really do find it to be very beautiful when somebody has found themselves and found what's important to them. Another huge luxury that people forget to talk about is the luxury of making time for yourself. I think that there is something very special and luxurious about taking care of yourself in a way where you are able to prioritize not only your work, but also your play, and making sure that you are able to have that organization in your life that allocates that time to spend on yourself. There is nothing better than having the luxury of being able to do certain things that you want to do, like taking a Pilates class, painting, going out with your friends, shopping, doing a self-care day for yourself, whether it's getting a facial or a massage. It's important that we create that time for ourselves, because I don't care how much you have in your bank account. If you are not taking the time for yourself, then to me, you're not living a luxurious life. I think that we all have to tap into our hot girl luxury side, whether it's elevating our wardrobe, opening our minds. We can even maybe learn a new language. That doesn't take a lot of money. It just takes our time. Getting a facial, elevating our home, hosting our friends, cooking a beautiful meal with lots of veggies and it's very colorful. Even me just kind of having this beautiful mason jar with a cute straw and mint water. Like, I don't know, it's luxury to me. I think it's wonderful and I love it. So I hope that this kind of gave you guys some ideas and you're able to expand your life in this way and stop creating a victim mindset that you cannot have nice things because you don't have money. It is not money that you need, it is creativity. So it's time to tap into that, and I hope that this video helped you guys out. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Mwah.